Hello guys, welcome to my channel again, and now I am going to tackle about our subject, ethics. I am Jay Didetan once again, and I'm your reporter for today. I'm from the line 17, ma'am, if you are watching now. And to everybody watching here in the YouTube, hello people. So I'm going to tackle about the self, society, and environment. As you can see, this self is about the individual self and how you think in yourself, how you decide what is your action, a good decision in life. How we decide a good decision in life. And it is your inner self, it is your individual self, and no one cares about you. And that's all. In this society, we need to act according to our society. We can act, we have the freedom to act, no? We have the freedom, but we cannot deprive of other life as politically ethics said. And while in the environment, we are free also. We have the choices to make. We can make any choices. But here in the environment, it is being limited. Wait. Oh. Why? What happened? So in the environment, we cannot deprive the animals because it is our resources that we have. Here, individual self. Again, self is your inner self or individual self. Here, according to the realm of the self, one has to pay attention not just on how one deals with oneself, but also on how interacts with other individual in personal relationship. So, one has to pay attention not just on how one deals with oneself. So, kailangan nating bayaran yung attention na ibinibigay natin hindi lang sa kaya nating gawin, but so also on paano tayo makipag-usap sa ibang tao. Paano natin pinapahalagan ang relasyon natin sa kanila. So, ang individual self pala ay hindi lang nakatuon batay sa ating sarili. Ngunit, batay din ito sa kung paano tayo makitungo sa kanila. According to John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism or the Mill's theory, though seemingly a hedonistic theory given its emphasis of maximizing pleasure and minimizing pain. Ang keyword lang dito sa kay Mill's theory is about the pleasure, the low pleasure, and the high pleasure. The low pleasure refers to mga bagay na gaya ng na-enjoy lang natin yung mga low pleasure ng ating sarili. Kumbaga, nag-ML tayo buong araw, natutulog tayo buong araw. Yan. According to John Stuart Mill utilitarianism, kinahanglan nating i-maximize yung mga high pleasure rather than mga low pleasure sa ating sarili. Yung mga high pleasure naka-refer siya sa thinking, sharpening of your brain, your logical reasoning, rational thinking, just like that. Now, according to Jeremy Bentham, the one espoused by Jeremy Bentham which first posited that what makes an action good is that it brings about the greatest happiness for the greatest number. So kay Jeremy Bentham naman ay meron siyang paniniwala na kagaya ng kay Duterte na ginawa niya noong kanyang term. Kumbaga, isinasaalang-alang niya ang karamihan kaysa sa isa lang. Sabi kasi ni Jeremy Bentham na if one person makes, it's better, ganito na lang. Sabihin natin, kung may ibinigay ka sa isang tao na nakapagpapasaya sa kanya, huwag mong gawin yun. No? Kung makapagbibigay ka ng bagay na makapagpasaya sa isang tao, ngunit ang 10 naman ay malungkot, huwag mong gawin yun. Kasi nga, ito yung paniniwalaan niya na mas mabuti yung majority or mas marami kayong nabibigyan or mas marami yung nagiging masaya kesa naman sa isa. While Jeremy Bentham said this, according sa kanya, the greatest happiness for Bentham then means quantity, but not just for oneself, since the other half of this maxim refers to the greatest number. Yun na nga. Gusto lang niya yung karamihan. Ngunit paano naman yung isang tao na malungkot? Kasi nga, mas pinili niya yung majority. According kay Mill's theory, inopose niya ito. Nag-oppose siya kay Jeremy Bentham. According to Mill's theory, teka lang. Mill's theory said, it is better to be a Socrates, dissatisfied rather than a pig satisfied. So, ayon pala kay Mill's theory na sinabi niya kanina na if you give one person that makes him happy but 10 people sad, Mill's theory would said, no, it's not about the quantity of people, but it's about what kind of happy they are. No? It's not about happy lang siya. Kundi, ito yung pagiging ano bang klaseng masaya siya? Siya ba yung masaya na satisfied talaga? Or siya ba yung malungkot? Pero may mga hindi inaasahan, no? May mga hindi inaasahan na posibleng mangyari sa kanya. Because Mill's theory, parang sinasaad niya na quality over quantity pa rin tayo. Kahit na ang nararapat ay dapat ang nakararami pa din ang kaniyang pinapahalagahan. Nakararami pero may quality, may kalidad pa din. Mel said, it is better to be a Socrates dissatisfied rather than the pig satisfied. The Socrates here is the human or the high pleasure rather than the low pleasure satisfied. Ganyan yung gusto niyang sabihin, no? Mas mabuti na yung ang mga high pleasure sa ating katawan ay ang ating sinasaalang-alang kesa naman doon sa mga low pleasure na nakahilata lang tayo buong magdamag, buong umaga, walang ginagawa, nag-scroll lang tayo sa ating mga social media accounts. Ano pa? Yan. Mas mabuti na yung ang high pleasure natin kahit minsanan lang. Di ba? Teka. Meron akong script dito. Ang low pleasure ay yung halimbawa nito ay ating mga pagkain. Gustong-gusto mo nang kumain ng mga junk foods pero bawal. Ito yung mga low pleasure, the act of feeling good, di ba? While ang high pleasure is, yun na nga, sinabi ko na ulit na it is using your brain, learning new song, and it's better to enjoy your high pleasure rather than the yum-yum in your tummy. Yeah. While Thomas Aquinas' natural law theory about individual self, sinabi niya, all human beings share with all other existing things, namely the natural propensity to maintain oneself in one existence. So, ang natural law theory ay ito yung nature ng tao. Basic lang, as natural say that all human beings share with all other existence. So, no man is as an island talaga. So, the natural propensity to maintain oneself in one existence. Kung gusto mo ng bagay na makakapagpapasaya sa'yo, edi gawin mo din sa iba para ma-maintain ang one's existence nila. So, parang pwedeng isa dito ang law ang quote ni Confucius dito na you can't do unto others as you don't want others to do unto you. So, parang sinasabi niya na kung gusto mo ng ma-maintain yung oneself in one existence, ang propensity nito, kailangan mo din pahalagahan ang buhay ng ibang tao. Ito na yung nasa political law, no, na pinaka-importanting law na no one shall deprive of life. Aquinas teaches that a person cannot remain within her own selfish desires. No, hindi tatagalogin ko. Nagturo si Aquinas sa ang tao daw ay hindi pwedeng manatili sa kanyang makasariling kagustuhan, since doing so might lead her to harm himself. Dahil baka makasakit ito sa ibang tao. So ito na nga yung sinabi ko na hindi mo talaga pwedeng gawin sa iba kung ayaw mong ikaw din mag-lead to harm yourself. Ulitin ko, Aquinas teaches that a person cannot remain within her own selfish desires. Hindi pwedeng manatili ang isang tao na mayabang sa kanyang sariling kagustuhan. Dahil baka ito ay bumalik sa kanya. So in summary, natutunan natin, ito na yung huling slide. Ito na yung huling slide. So in summary, ethics isn't a solo sport, no? It's a team game. So, natutunan natin ngayon na ang individual self pala ay hindi lang siya tumutukoy sa pansariling kapakanan. Hindi lang siya ito bilang ikaw, ngunit ito din pala bilang paano ka makitungo sa iyong kapwa. So, ano nga ulit yun? Si Jeremy Bentham, sinabi niya na the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. While John Stuart Mill said in his theory that it's rather Socrates satisfied rather than a pig. It is better to be Socrates dissatisfied rather than a pig satisfied. Tapos, ang kay Thomas Aquinas natural law theory naman, ito yung nature na mismo ng isang tao na hindi siya pwedeng manatili bilang siya lang. Pero may nature talaga yung tao na ganyan na talaga sila. Again, ako nga pala si JD Fan and ako yung tao na nasa harapan nyo ngayon. Again, thank you. Once again, ethics isn't a solo sport, it's a team game. Naghintay ka ba? Wala na. Wait. Thank you guys. Thank you, ma'am. Bye. See you sa next episode ng Bulilit.